East side, west side, worldwide. This is uh this is Ron talking about one of the most dangerous county jails in Texas, Dallas, Texas. Lou Steric. One night me and one of my friends, we was going to the club. They had a club called Josie's and they had one called Fox's. And one of them was in the parking lot of Six Flags. Another one was in another parking lot in Dallas. So me and the guy, we went to the club. And after the club, this was the first time I had went to Dallas. Because we wanted to meet some new girls instead of meeting all the girls that was always going to Fox's. So we wanted to go to Dallas and see what, Dallas was going on. Because a guy named T-Baby, he had both of the clubs. So one day, I had just got my Pontiac SSE. One of the cars I had just got a new car. So I'm gonna go, see could I pull some new people, some new women over there. So anyway, we ended up going over there, me and this guy. And we had a good time and everything. And after the club, we was leaving. And we got somewhere like over there by the car lot and everything. So these police, I think they were Duncanville police, one of them police, so they pulled us over. And I had just got a brand, I think I was in matter of fact, I was in a Silverado truck, step side. And they pulled us over. I ain't got no driver's license, but I got ID. So the lady come up to the car, she said, "Can I see your driver's license and stuff?" I said, "Yeah, this is before you had to have insurance or all like that." So I give her my ID and stuff. She go back run a make on it and everything. She come back and say, "This all you got?" I say, "Yeah, this all I got." But I'm kind of tipsy too a little bit, so I say, "Look, man, this all I got. If you gonna take me to jail, take me to jail. Do what you gonna do." So she took me to jail, and they went in my car and they found the gun, and so they separated both of us. They put him in a police car and they put me in a police car. So he was so big that they had to put him in the back seat. They laid him down, so they took him to the police station. So we get to the police station, and they take him in from one side. They take me in to the other side. So they take me in, and they take us in and everything. So they book us in, and the lady went back out and searched her car. And she come back in with a little thing of drugs. And she say, "Oh yeah, you was trying to hide these." And I was like, "Biggie, I ain't trying to hide nothing. That ain't my stuff. I don't know where you get that from." So they booked us in and they let dude go and say, "Yeah, man, good looking out." So I'm like, "What the heck's going on?" But I was wondering why they put us in separate police cars so they can try to put the stuff on. It couldn't be both of us, so they make sure they put us in different cars. This is a tactic they use. And they put them in separate cars, so you can't say this was his. You can't say this was both of their stuff, or they don't know who this. They make sure they put it in so it'll be directly to you. So they was trying to hold me because they didn't know who I was because I had my ID. So when they booked me in, now they didn't book me in for narcotics. It turned into a traffic stop to narcotics. I'm like, what the heck? So I ended up hiring a lawyer out of Dallas called Robert Rose. So when I was out on bond. They kept me in there all night, all day. So I ended up getting the bond. So that I ended up getting out. And I was wondering what was going on. He was like, "Nah, man, they say they didn't know who you was. And they took your fingerprints and they ran it, all these checks." So I bonded out. And one day I was supposed to go to court. And while I was in court, I was wondering why the judge was taking so long to call my case. So at the end of the day, he didn't call my case. So so I had to go to another court in Fort Worth. So I went to Fort Worth and checked in, and I went back to Dallas to check the next day, and they took my bond. So when they took my bond and raised it up, I said, "Well, I ain't getting out of jail." So I just stayed in jail. I just stayed in jail for 28 days because I went to trial in 28 days. But I didn't know that they had a thing called aggravated tank. They had an aggravated tank. But I used to hear a lot of noise over there, fighting, and dudes like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? All right, youngster, and they was fighting over there. I didn't know because our door was a bar door. And Lou Steric, it was terrible, toilets, roaches and everything, but I didn't know that this was aggravated in Texas. It's like 3 strikes. It's like habitual offender. That's what they call it. Because I guess they started some gang out in Fort Worth called Agland or something. I guess that's where they got it at. The word aggravated from charge. So the tank is called, they say, man, that's the ag tank over there. So I be like, the ag tank? But I didn't know nothing about it because I was from LA. So I was in there. I used to be in the back talking to the dudes through the back wall thing because they got like a walkway. And I'm talking to the dudes over there. They was like, hey, man, where you from? I said, I'm from LA, man. You know what I'm saying? They was asking a lot of questions. There was a bunch of dudes over looking at a lot of time. They had live murders and all that. So I used to hear so much stuff go over there. So I didn't know that this was one of the most dirtiest, dangerous county jails in Texas area, because you in Dallas, you know, you got the wards, you got the South Dallas, Oak Cliff, you got some rough Negroes over there. So a lot of the younger ones was over there where I was, and they was always saying, man, where you from? Man, I said, I'm from where you live at Fort Worth? They was asking me, did I know certain dudes out of Fort Worth, certain dudes out of Como? And I like, yeah, I know all those guys. So to know more about this county jail, man, you know, you can look out the window and you can see downtown, or, you know, over there by the, wherever a lot of, you know, they be doing little shows and stuff. So I used to hear a lot of stuff going on over in the aggravated cell or an aggravated tank. And I think this was the only one they had on that floor. Either they had more upstairs or downstairs, but I know I had a rude awakening because I knew I'd been in jail before, but I've been in some, you know, rough places, but I just didn't have a case to be over there. So I used to talk to some of the guys over there and everything. They always wanted to know what was going on in our tank, you know, so they was over there fighting, playing cards, watching TV. So I end up going to trial and then beating the case. So when I come back, I told the guys, I said, hey man, I need I said, I need y'all names and stuff, so when I get out, I'm gonna be able to send y'all some money. So he said, all right, man, you beat the case. I'm like, yeah, because I had stayed in there 28 days and went to trial. But everybody was asking, man, you got all this money, man, why you didn't bond out? I said, well, I don't know, man, I just don't feel like bonding. I was already out on $35,000 bond, they raised it to $60,000. I was like, man, I only got 28 days before I go to trial anyway. So and I ended up going to trial and beat them. So I got their names and numbers and everything, and I left. So I gave them my numbers. They used to call me in the morning, and they say, "Hey, Ron, what's up, man? What's going on? When you gonna come down and trial?" I said, "Man, I'll be down there now. Matter of fact, I left some suits down there, and I'm gonna come down there and pick up my suits." So one morning they called me, and they was like, "Hey, man, it's a guy in here say he know you," and I was like, "Man, let me holler at me." So dude get on the phone and say, hey Ron, it's me, Rod, man, I'm HP homeboy. I say, hey, what's going on, man? He say, oh man, I was trying to let these guys know who you was and, you know, let them know, you know, a little bit about you. I said, I don't worry about it. I said, what's up with them niggas over there in the aggravated tank? He was like, oh man, they say what's up and everything, and they was fine. Now they was saying, okay, dude was Ron, huh? And he was like, yeah, man, that's the dude being Fort Worth. Like they got the body shops and stuff like the jewelry store. And they was like, oh man, that was him. He act like he just like right. He said that's how he is. He don't really act like he doing anything. I got any money, and I got up that morning because I left some suits down there, and I went down and took them some money and things like that. And they was calling me in the morning, say, hey man, what you call it? Got the money? He got the money. I remember Too Sweet was in there. There was a bunch of guys in there that was older guys that used to keep the young guys, you know, cool and calm. So, because, you know, a lot of the young guys got that testosterone. They used to go to the gym, play basketball and everything like that. But, man, this is a crazy jail, man. Lou Steric in Dallas, man. And I don't know if people are sleeping on this jail, and this is one of the toughest county jails in Texas, in America. And I just wanted to talk about, you know, what I went through in the jail and what I learned and what I seen and what I heard. And this is aggravated tank and Lou Steric, one of the toughest county jails in Dallas, loose dairy.